Pahrump Early Learning Academy, our goal is to provide a complete nurturing environment for the growth and development of the whole child, socially, emotionally, physically, and intellectually. Children are natural explorers and need hands-on experiences to help stimulate their own imaginations. We strive to meet the needs of each individual child at their developmental level through planned activities, plus help each child attain a higher level of achievement. Call 751-5335 for more information.
News 46 is brought to you by Comfort Hospice Care, where we give our patients and their loved ones peace of mind, knowing we provide the highest quality of care 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. For more information, call 751-0349. News is also brought to you by Smitty's Cards and Coins. Would you like to know what your collectibles are worth? Come by 2281 Postal Road, Unit 4, across from the post office. News is also brought to you by Inspiration Senior Living, where we provide affordable elegance to Pahrump area seniors. Give us a call at 751-2300 and make an appointment to tour our community.
Tonight on News 46, the Patch of Heaven Camp holds a fundraiser. A convenient packet is available for veterans, and a local farmer's insurance agent talks about their products. News 46 starts now.
You're watching KPVM News 46 with Monique Mitchell. Local coverage from Deanna O'Donnell. News 46, local coverage you can count on.
Good evening. It's Tuesday, June 24th, 2014. I'm Monique Mitchell for News 46. Well, Valley Electric Association has confirmed the cause of the outage this morning is unknown at this time. An approximately 45-minute power outage was experienced by about 1,100 members. Valley Electric Association is still investigating the cause. A representative told News 46 that the possible cause could be the weather, wind, or possibly even a bird, which in the past has been the cause of a service interruption. And the Patch of Heaven Christian Camp held a fundraiser on Saturday at their location in Amargosa.
The Patch of Heaven Christian Camp held an all-day fundraiser on Saturday from 8 a.m. until 10 p.m. Patch of Heaven is located in Ash Meadows in Amargosa Valley. They also had food, games, hay rides, a dunk tank, prizes, and much more. Patch of Heaven is part of the Rocco Solida Church, which is located in Las Vegas, also called the Solid Rock Ministry, which is a non-profit tax-deductible organization dedicated to help our community. The camp has many amenities, including cabins, a cooking area, a dining hall, a pool, and lots of things to do for the kids. To donate or find out more about Rocco Solida Las Vegas, you can go to their website, ROCASOLIDALV.com. if you would like to watch a short video of their camp, or you can give them a call at 702-498-7856. This is Deanna O'Donnell for News 46.
The owner of Dream Chase Horse Ranch, Diane Davis, who allegedly attempted to commit suicide and burn down her home, killing 17 animals in July of last year, was in court last week. Davis's property was in foreclosure at the time of the incident. The suicide threat allegedly started over a text message from her daughter. Diane Davis was in Pahrump Justice Court for a preliminary hearing in the matter. Justice of the Peace Ron Kent ordered the case be forwarded to the district court. Davis is facing 1 felony arson charge and 13 felony charges of abusing or torturing animals. The Nevada Department of Transportation has prepared an environmental assessment addressing the potential environmental impacts for proposed improvements to State Route 160 from Red Rock Canyon Road to Mountain Springs. The proposed project would improve 11 miles of State Route 160 from the State Route 159. Proposed improvements consist of widening the roadways from 2 travel lanes to 4, adding a 14-foot wide median and constructing an 8-foot wide shoulder/bike lane on both sides of the road, and lightening intersections in Mountain Springs at Mount Potosi Canyon Road and Avery Street. Well, a pedestrian was dragged for more than a mile this morning by a vehicle in Las Vegas. According to Metro, the incident started at Nevada Bank on Desert Inn in Maryland. The driver, a woman, at some point around 3:30 a.m., runs over the victim. She then heads down Maryland to Sierra Vista and makes 5 right turns. She finally stopped near a 7-Eleven and heard the victim scream. The victim is at UMC Trauma Center in very critical to severe condition. Well, coming up after the break, find out what our local Farmers Insurance Agency has to offer you.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Integrity Taxi. Reliable, safe, and fun. Call Integrity Taxi at 751-1111.
Welcome back to News 46. Well, Chad Goins is a longtime resident of Pahrump and the owner of Goins Insurance Agency, which features farmers insurance. Deanna O'Donnell spoke to Chad to find out what they have to offer.
Farmers Insurance is working on becoming a nationwide insurer. They've got a few East Coast states left, established in California, one of the largest insurers in Nevada, and we service any type of insurance need: home, auto, life insurance, business, workers' comp. We do manufactured homes, stick-built homes. If it needs to be insured or can be insured, we can pretty much take care of it.
You guys have been here in the Pahrump Valley for quite a number of years, right?
Farmers Insurance is actually the first insurance company in Pahrump. The original office opened in 1977. I took ownership of it in 2010 and worked for him previously to that, and it's always been here, and we plan on being around a long time.
Why is it important to have an office that you can walk into and speak directly to an agent?
It can make all the world a difference at the worst times when you need, assistance in a claim, or you need questions answered. We're not all insurance savvy, and so when you don't have to pick up a phone, press buttons, wait, try to find somebody that you can actually talk to, we're here. We're always available, and especially on the side of claims, sometimes you need an agent on your side to help make sure that claim goes the way it should.
Tell me about quotes.
Quoting, we offer no obligation free quotes anytime. It makes a big difference as well that you're getting the best price, deal, coverage, comparison with the insurance you have, whether it is with farmers or not.
Your office hours?
Office hours are Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, and weekends and evenings by appointment, anytime really, we can make it happen.
Phone number again.
That number is 775-727-5241.
Well, a federal judge has declined to reconsider a lawsuit alleging that officials at Ross and Neal Psychiatric Hospital in Las Vegas violated a patient's civil rights by giving him a bus ticket to California upon discharge. A U.S. District Court issued the order Friday, saying it was correct to dismiss claims filed last June. State health officials said they were pleased with the order. The Southern Inyo Fire Protection District held a fundraiser at the Hub Bar located on Bella Vista this weekend. Robin Flincham spoke to News 46 prior to the event.
This is for the Southern Inyo Fire Protection District, which is a small organization in Tecopa. We serve the areas of Tecopa, Shoshone, Death Valley Junction, Charleston View. We're the ones who cover the gap between when you cross the Nevada state line into California and before you get into Death Valley National Park. That's the area we cover.
How many firefighters are there?
We have right now about 5 firefighters, and we have some in training. It's a very tiny department.
And it's all volunteer, isn't it?
It's all volunteer, yes. It is to help us raise money to bridge the gap, the ever-existent gap between our actual funding and what it costs to run a fire department. We're a tiny department, and we don't have that many calls for response, but we have the same expenses. We have to maintain the vehicles, we have to keep supplies on board the ambulances, and we do have a small staff that we pay to do all this work. And this year especially, the good news for us this year is that our call volume was way down. What that means for us in financial terms is that our billing was also way down. And so we have a budget that we operate from, and we have a budget deficit due to that, which is we're happy to celebrate not having the disasters, accidents, people in trouble, but we're scrambling to make up that gap. So.
Town board member, veteran, and Purple Heart recipient Dr. Tom Waters has made a special packet available to veterans free of charge.
I have what I call a casualty package, and it's for all veterans to take care of their spouses, to make sure the spouses have everything they need in case anything happens to the veteran. I use the expanded folder, and it has many slots in it, and then I have a table of contents so I can tell people exactly what's inside. And in my table of contents, it's called Casualty Assistance, Estate Planning. It's the final packet for my wife. If something happens to me, instead of her having to dig through boxes, try to find things, it's all in this folder. And this table of contents, just let me run through some of the things that are in here. It has my full name with my middle names, my date of birth, where I was born, my Social Security number, and my VA claim number. So she doesn't have to look for any of this. And it also gives my dates of service, and I'm very proud to say I joined the Air Force July 1st, 1960 until July 31st, 1997. So a lot of years in the Air Force. I was enlisted, I was a Master Sergeant, then I went from Second Lieutenant to Lieutenant Colonel, and all of this is here for her. So she doesn't have to try and dig out or remember dates or anything else. And I have in tab A, table of contents, I have the bills that I pay monthly, and sometimes spouses don't know what this veteran is doing. I have my DD Form 214, all the meds that I take, which are given to me by the VA, my VA claim results, disability letters. I have my advance directive for medical. I have my living will. I'll have my trust in here as well. The casualty checklist, which is a packet that you can get from the town office. Any veteran can just go over to the town office, say, I'd like a copy of the casualty packet. They will give it to you, and everything I'm telling you is in that packet.
So this is really important if something happens to you. Why do you need all this paperwork, all this information?
What we find is many spouses, after a veteran passes away, is they have no idea what the veteran has been doing. And so they bring in boxes to the service officer, who then has to go through it and try and find all of this information. If the veteran will put it together ahead of time, it helps so much. And you know, the other things I have in here is birth certificates, marriage certificate, burial plot information, vehicle information with the title and the insurance, retirement orders, Social Security information, everything that the spouse is going to need.
And after these messages, we'll have your Angie's List report, so keep it here.
Perup, are you getting tired of being capped on your internet? Well, not anymore. Wave Direct has no data caps, and with great local customer service, why go anywhere else? 30-day trials are available. Call 775-253-3887.
Today's news is brought to you in part by Dr. George Leeks, Pahrumps optometrist since 1990, offering full-spectrum eye care for children and adults. Call today, 727-8300.
Welcome back to News 46. Well, are you thinking of possibly looking into purchasing a bicycle? Noah Began has some advice that might help you in today's Angie's List report.
There are tons of bicycles to choose from, so finding the right fit can be a little tricky. How to pick the perfect set of wheels and today's Angie's List report.
I ride them pretty much every day. I go to the grocery store, go to the library, go to hardware store. I just leave the car at home.
Marvin Pribble has at least 3 bikes that he rides throughout the year.
It's really easier to get to the grocery store on a bicycle. It's good exercise, you get outside, less wear and tear on the car, it's a lot cheaper.
Whether you're looking for a road bike to ride fast on open roads, a mountain bike for off-road trails, or a hybrid bike to cruise around your neighborhood, it's important to match the bike to your size and intended use.
Getting fit for a bike is just like getting fit for a pair of shoes. You wouldn't wear high heels to play a sport, so you should make sure you have the right bike for your type of riding. For example, if you're going to be riding your bike mostly in the city, a mountain bike is not the bike for you.
Angie's List says a reputable bike shop can help determine the right type of bike for your needs and size you for the perfect fit.
We're looking at the overall height of the bike to fit your inseam, and then the length of the bike to fit your torso. So we got to get a bike that's going to fit both.
A pro will take into account several measurements, including your back angle, knee angle, and handlebar width.
Typically are going to have your tippy toes on the floor, and you're going to just have a nice comfortable bend in your back with a little bit of elbow bend. This bike particularly is a little too short for me. You can see how I'm kind of up close to myself. I would be a little more stretched out. The leg length is proper, little tippy toes here, and that way you can get full leg extension while you're pedaling.
Angie's List recommends factoring in maintenance when choosing a bike. A tune-up starts around $50, but can cost more depending on the type of bike. If you're a casual rider, you only need to tune up every other year or two. I'm Noah Began for News 46.
Thank you, Noah. Well, sheriff's deputies in Arizona found 20 dead dogs piled up in a shed on Friday at Green Acres Dog Boarding Facility in Gilbert. Republican Senator Jeff Flakes' son, Austin, was minding the kennel when the dogs died. Green Acres is owned and operated by 2 of Flakes' relatives. The couple was out of town, leaving Austin Flakes to dog sit when a dog apparently chewed through the electrical wiring connected to the air conditioning. The sheriffs have ruled it an accident. Now let's join Angela Miles with today's First Business Brief.
This is the First Business Brief for Tuesday, June 24th. I'm Angela Miles. The housing sector seems to have its groove back. Sales of existing homes rose in May at the strongest pace in months. Sales increased 4.9% from April. And according to the National Association of Realtors, this marks the second straight month buyers have stepped up the purchase of homes that are on the market. Higher price houses are especially selling well. Computer World is out with its annual list of the best places to plant your professional flag. If you're in the IT sector, ranking number 1 among large corporations, Quicken Loans, USAA, and General Mills. And a busy week is ahead for IPOs. Popular names such as GoPro, ServiceMaster, and Michaels are all expected to debut. Now buzz is building around Box. It's a cloud storage company, and according to Recode, is exploring the possibility of raising $100 million or more from private investors ahead of its debut. The implied value is $2 billion. That's the First Business Brief. I'm Angela Miles.
All right, folks, we'll keep it here because after these messages, we're going to have your weather with Noah Beacon.
News 46 weather is brought to you by your local dairy farmers. Dairy products are very important in maintaining a healthy body.
Hello and welcome back to News 46. Today is Tuesday, June 24th. Today we had sunny skies with a high of 101 degrees. That's also your average temperature at this time of year. Winds were coming from the south-southwest today at 7 miles per hour with gusts up to 20 miles per hour. It's pretty high winds there. The UV index today was 10, which is very high. Humidity was at 14%. Sunrise was at 5:28 this morning, and the record high in 1961 was 113 degrees. Tonight we'll have clear skies with a low of 70 degrees. Your average temperature at this time of year is 77 degrees. Winds will be coming from the south-southwest at 5 miles per hour with gusts up to 9 miles per hour. Humidity will be at 21%. Sunset will be at 8:05 p.m. And the record low in 1963 was 56 degrees. Tomorrow we'll have sunny skies with a high of 101 degrees and a low of 71 degrees. Winds will be coming from the south-southwest at 6 miles per hour with gusts up to 12 miles per hour. Humidity will be at 20%. Sunrise will be at 5:28 a.m. and the UV index will be 10, which is very high. 4 hour, 7-day forecast will have a mostly sunny week, though we might be seeing a cloud or two here on Thursday. Your high temperatures will be ranging from 98 degrees to 110 degrees next Tuesday, and your low temperatures will be ranging from 69 degrees to 77 degrees.
Thank you, Noah. And folks, just a reminder with those hot temperatures, if you have pets that are outside, please make sure they have some shade and plenty of water. If you can, bring them inside to let them cool down for just a little bit. Alrighty. Well, a petition is being circulated to overturn the decision to dissolve the town board form of government. The Best Western has decided to lend a hand and their lobby to help with the effort. You can sign the petition 24 hours a day until Thursday's deadline. And there are only 7 days left to purchase your tickets for the Nevada Dream Tag raffle. The raffle tickets will continue to be sold until 5 p.m. on Monday, June 30th. The Dream Tag allows residents and non-resident sportsmen of a chance at the hunt of a lifetime while also contributing to Nevada's wildlife habitat. For more information, go to nvdreamtag.org. Well, folks, that does it for this edition of News 46. I'm Monique Mitchell, and from everyone up here at News 46, we hope you have a great evening, and we'll see you here again tomorrow. Until then, good night.